guys, Ethan here with another episode of Tune. Today I have my buddy Aaron with me. He's going to be telling you about his unique S2000.
Cool, so it's a 2006 S2000. I've had it for about 3 years. A while back, me and Ethan actually fabricated up a turbo manifold for it, and we ran a single turbo on the F22. Never really made the power we wanted, so I was always having fun with all the drift guys, with all their cars like Tyler and Tristan's, their drift cars. And so I really wanted to do something real similar to that, so we said screw it, and we threw a 2JZ in the S2000. It's a real fun car. It gets squirrely in any gear pretty much, so we're trying to get it running right today.
All right. I mean, you've been driving it around for a good while now.
Yeah.
And it's at a basic level right now. It's stock injectors and it's pump gas. But he has driven it, so we know that it's pretty solid. We know that the injectors are going to be our limitation today. We're not anticipating making some big power. We're just trying to get what he has running perfect in preparation for top feed rail and big injectors and E85 down the road. So we're just going to try to get it, getting good gas mileage and perfect drivability. See what kind of numbers it does, and hopefully let him start to get some kind of kills and some more fun with the car that he's worked so hard to build.
Absolutely. Well, let's get to it.
So with this fuel pump, or this hanger, I'm actually on a factory hanger. But this car is a 2006, so it's a returnless fuel system from the factory. So what I actually had to do was I had to run a -6 line on the top side of my fuel pump hanger, drill a little hole, use an adapter fitting on there to actually be able to run a return line, and it pretty much just dumps on top of my fuel pump back into my fuel tank. Other than that, I just run an adapter to a number 8 or a -8 line for the feed, all the way up to the rail with a fuel filter in the middle, and it's good to go. So I just got this fuel pump hanger out, and what I was talking about earlier is, you can see here I had to drill a hole in the top of the hanger because the returnless fuel system, and just pretty much attach a return line on top of that, and it dumps fuel through here back into the fuel tank. Works out pretty well. Alright, so we got this fuel pump together here. Got that new bracket on. This little rubber bushing down here actually is rated for E85. It came with another fuel pump, so later when we switch over to E85, that will work fine. So now it's just time to pretty much drop this thing back in, connect the top here, connect the return and the feed, and then we'll pretty much be good. I just need to put a couple things together and get it ready.
Alright. I think we're good. We just want to probably stop after just a minute and feel it, check the temperature. What's up, buddy?
What's happening? We just put a new pump in the car, taking off for the first drive.
Do I? New what?
New fuel pump.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, bigger fuel pump.
More fuel?
Yeah.
About to get on the dyno in a little bit, see what it does.
Good, man.
Ryan's fucking car with his turn radius.
Need somebody to do some knuckles for it.
Well, Christian Narrett, who did the S2000 that raced in Formula D,
Yeah.
he sells, like, not knuckles, but little adapters and stuff. They're like $500, but it gives you 20 more degrees of angle.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to do the same thing that the 240s do with theirs, the little tie rod spacers, whatever they are.
Yeah. Oh man, it'll be nice if we can actually get complete logs and not have to worry about that anymore. Because that has definitely, not being able to get complete logs has definitely led you driving around a car that's not running as good as it can be, yeah.
When we do a pull, it'll...
Yeah. Alright, so I definitely saw the little break up there.
I mean, it was way worse than that whenever I'm actually have traction.
Yeah.
It's like a loud wow. And then I only did it once. Was it hitting boost cut?
I don't know yet. Probably just get back to the shop so that I can look closely at what's going on here. Okay, so we just went on a little street rip in the 2JZ S2000 after changing the fuel pump. We saw idle got a little bit richer, and it got a little bit richer a few places. We also recently turned the boost up a couple pounds. So we got a few things going on here. Here was 1 gear of acceleration. I think that was 3rd gear. And then here was 4th gear. And the purple line is our AFR target, and the green line is our AFR actual. So you can see the purple line come down and the green line's coming down. Not quite the same there, so I got some fuel to add in there. Important to note, this car is running pure open loop right now. So the targets are there, but the car is not trying to hit those targets. I'm just using this as a basis for comparison. So here it's close, like 6,000 RPMs. We're real close. As we move past that, it starts to go a bit lean. In fact, definitely leaner than, definitely need to add some fuel in for that top portion there from 6,000 to 6,500. On top of that though, you can see this strong jump right there, and the boost level is at 225 kPa. I think that's gonna be our fuel cut. Yeah, so we currently have a boost cut at anything above 220 kPa. So that's why we got this cut right here for protection. So happy that happened anyways though, because it was starting to go a little lean and then it hit the cut. So I need to add some fuel in and raise the cut up just a small amount. I still want the cut there in case it continues ramping off lean, like if we're out of pump or out of injector or something along those lines. So I don't want to just move the cut crazy high, but right now that definitely needs moved up and fuel definitely needs added here.
In his natural habitat, we have Ethan, the tuner. He's a wild one, he's a wild one.
We're walking out the tune, but I see my favorite guys here. I think he's probably gonna want some money.
Shiny tools!
Hey,
Can I get on there and see what you got?
check it out.
Oh my God, y'all, look at this gloriousness.
Well, sir.
All right, man.
See you next time.
Back to tuning. LOL, what? Oh yeah, true, do a burnout in the U-Haul. Yeah! No, it's gonna do it, it's gonna do it, yeah! And on this episode of Tuned, 10 decides to crash the episode. You know, we're over here trying to film, get stuff done, and then you bring your toys around and we don't get anything done anymore.
I think on my way here, one of my bulbs on my tail light went out.
One of the bulbs went out?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's pop it and find out. Alrighty, so we think we got a tail light out.
Yeah, brake light went out.
Left, right?
That side.
This side? Alrighty, so obviously on these stupid Gallardo convertibles.
I changed it up before. You need to take these off.
Okay, well, we need some star hexes.
And it gets
Okay, and then it shouldn't be that bad. Let's find it. So, this is the guy we're filming today.
We are.
Right here. And his 2JZ S3000. Y'all saw us just christen it. But Ethan's getting some stuff done on the laptop. We're gonna take it out, do a couple burnouts, rip some tires. But 10 distracted us
He did.
with this.
He always does.
Always ring by his
How can you
toys.
sit in the S3000 whenever you got this sitting here?
Oh my Lord. Well, y'all wanna see what it's like to sit in this thing?
You open the door and the fuel pump. That's crazy. That's some technology right there. Yeah, that was a fuel pump.
Carbon fiber.
work right now because, and I got this on the head cam too, but so Aaron's got to do a little bit more mechanical work right now because we knew this was going to be a problem. We are out of injector at, there's 6,100 RPMs, and here's our duty cycle, 90%, 100%. You can see it go flatline, and then once it does flatline, the AFR goes from 11.9 acceptable, 12.1, 12.5, 13, and then that's when I gave him a, hey, let's stop.
Yeah.
So exactly.
So the new fuel pump is pushing.
So the new fuel pump helped out, but it didn't. What we were worried about is true. We are past the limit of the injector. So Aaron's gonna put a fuel pressure regulator on. We don't know right now what the fuel pressure is. Maybe it's lower than it should be. So he's gonna put the fuel pressure regulator on. Hopefully we can turn the pressure up 10 PSI, 15 PSI, and that will bring our duty cycles down. Hopefully we can get, I don't know, 17, 18 pounds of boost out of this.
Alrighty, sweet, and here is the new regulator. Right there. Get it installed, let's go.
So if you do Teflon tape here, and then we just need that raw line to go from your stock FPR, it can get clamped on, right? Or what's the termination of your stock FPR right now?
Right now it's bolted on. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to have one more of these, I think, because it comes out of this
and becomes,
or out of that, and it goes straight to adapter that a female 6 amp. So I was saying, if I had one more of these,
you need one more of those.
Literally chop this line and go boop boop, plug it in, and it's good.
Yeah. All right.
So I need one more of those.
Let me see.
All right, we have to say bye to the Lambo.
So did you mess with anything?
Yeah, I moved the cut up. I added fuel in the top end, and yeah, should be better in many ways. Touching that relay?
Yeah, I'm checking. A little warm. It's not as warm now though.
It's so weird how it just acted like so fine during that whole period, and then it just, it almost seems like it's temperature related. Oh, shit.
So I was saying, like, he was hard shifting it.
Damn. If I would have told him he's on video, I think he would have crashed it for us.
Am I good?
Yeah, you're good, you're good. I think we might have still tapped it. Oh no, that was just rev limiter.
It felt like it was normal rev limiter.
Definitely still going lean though, and it's progressively going lean. We did not hit the cut. We hit the normal rev limiter. We hit 221 kPa. When the cut's at 220. Yeah, cut was at 220. So we didn't hit the cut, but it's running too lean at that moment. So I need to add some more fuel before we do any more. All right, well, we got a little bit of bad news here on that last log. Started looking at the injector duty cycle, and the same point where we really start deviating from our target AFR, you can see the executed AFR scales smoothly up. When you see an AFR smoothly scaling up like that off into the super lean area, sometimes that means you're out of injector or you're out of fuel pump. In this case, you can see duty cycle ramping, and we're at 100% duty cycle at 6,100 RPMs and right at 14 pounds of boost. So when we took that boost up from 14 to 16 something, we crossed the threshold into maxing out the injectors. So we changed the fuel pump on this car this morning. We don't have a fuel pressure regulator on it. We're hoping to go put the fuel pressure regulator bump the pressure up 10 pounds or so, and hopefully we can get our duty cycles down at least to where we can dyno it on this 16 pounds or so.
Aaron, you want to mix power? A little bit of power? We're going to try. It's been a long, hard day.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Woo! Son of a monkey's biscuit.
JZ right now. Had a couple pulls that the car was not making the boost that it was on the street. Now we're making close to the boost that we were on the street, and we have a decent looking graph, but the power is super low given our boost level. So we got some more research to do. I added a couple degrees of timing. I did have the timing really soft, so we're gonna see if this makes a significant improvement. Although it would need to improve about 100 horsepower for me to be satisfied with the number.
Lost power.
No, it gained a little bit. It was like 5-wheel that it gained right there.
Oh, okay.
But it did sound like it was breaking up before it hit the rev limiter just now. I can't tell you anything because, yeah,
Okay.
computer problems. So it kind of looks like computer problems, as well as we saw that we were at pretty much the max of the injectors.
Yeah.
Looks like that's going to end our day early on the S2000. Well, guys, I think we're going to be done with the S2000 for the day, unfortunately. We ran into some things that we did foresee and others that we did not. We did know that we were going to run into injector issues, that we would likely max those out, and it looks like we did so at about 16 pounds of boost. Had to even put an early rev limiter on it right now, like 6,200, so that it would not lean out and do naughty things. So and then other issues is that I'm having strange, some kind of RF interference or something along those lines with my laptop, where my laptop is shutting off in the middle of every log, which makes it impossible to, and then we tried to get the program onto a different laptop and set up the drivers and everything, and just, it's already been a long day and the computers don't want to cooperate. I blame the programmers.
We blame the programmers.
I always blame the programmers.
Hey, well, in that note, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Tuned. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that big thumbs up. We'll see you next episode when we finish up the 2JZ S3000.